Just heading out of Coleman on this nice rainy day, about to start section B. Feel super recharged after a little 0 day yesterday. Having Steph come in just really re-energized me, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to give section B all I have, and I've heard that you shouldn't underestimate it because it is actually pretty challenging. Lots of passes and then valleys, passes and valleys. It was raining pretty hard this morning, so that's why I had my rain gear on. But it's stopped for now. Hopefully it kind of stays light rain or no rain for the rest of the morning and early afternoon. The forecast, hourly forecast I checked, said that it'd be light rain until about 2 or 3 p.m. and then it would be pouring rain. It's supposed to just dump like 40 millimeters of rain this afternoon. So that's why I'm starting early, hoping to get all my hiking done, get camp set up before the really torrential downpour starts. The rain picked up again, so I'm back into the frog togs. I'm hoping British Columbia and the areas with all the fires are getting this rain, because that's one big benefit of rain, is it puts the fires down better than anything else. And hopefully that's what's happening right now. And a little slippery. You gotta go up this hill up here. So the first 10 kilometers out of Coleman is mostly road walking and ATV trails, passing through a lot of these RV campgrounds with people with ATVs and stuff. And yeah, I thought it's not actually been too bad. You combine the rain with the road walking and you'd think it'd be a bit of a struggle for the day, but my mood is still awesome. I don't actually hike in the rain very often. As a weekend warrior, most of the time I plan my trips for nice weather, as I'm sure most of you do. So I wasn't sure how the first kind of big rain would affect my mood and my morale, but doing great. I actually kind of like the rain. I used to tree plant, and I did that for 5 years, and you tree plant in any kind of weather. And it's very similar. You're basically walking through the bush, but instead of planting trees, I just get to walk. So it's in some ways a lot easier. And we do that for 12 to 14 hours a day for 2 months straight. So that kind of prepped me for through hiking, and that entire time when I was tree planting, I was sleeping in tents for the most part as well. So very similar experiences and very big mental game for both. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. Loving the rain. Woo! Hey friend. My feet are wet. I was hoping I'd make it through that without getting my feet wet, but they're wet now. Hey, bear. I've heard reports that there's lots of bears in section B, a lot of sightings, especially when you get into the more remote areas like this. So we're gonna be calling out and probably singing quite a bit through this section. Have to worry about it a bit more than when we were on the ridges in section A. Oh, what do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Getting back up into the Alpine. It's time for the gear of the day, and today is the most weight that I've carried on trail, and it's going to be the most weight that I carry until I hit the very last section at the beginning of September. And because that, the Zerk 40 pack is the gear of the day. This pack has been awesome. It is carrying the weight phenomenally, especially for being a pack that doesn't have a frame or a hip belt. And it's just been all around great for me. The shoulder straps are super comfortable. All the pockets are great. I use all of them, especially these side pockets, because it doesn't have a hip belt. These little mesh side pockets that are in addition to the water bottle pockets are super useful for storing all my snacks. And the pack holds everything I need. It has a 40-liter capacity with the mesh pockets, and it just holds everything, and it will continue to hold everything that I need even when I'm doing those bigger carries in the last section. For me, it's basically the perfect pack for the Great Divide Trail. I wanted something frameless without a hip belt for when I'm doing those scrambly cliff climbing sections that you saw in section A, and it's gonna continue to be an awesome pack for me, I think, for the rest of the trail. Still having fun, even with all this rain, and not in a fake it till you feel it kind of way. I'm gonna be honest with you guys this whole trip with how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. So yeah, even though it's raining and kind of miserable out, it's a great day. A bit of a sheltered area here. I'm gonna stop for lunch. Having another one of these food for soul salads. This is the curried cauliflower salad. These have been really good so far. I've been really enjoying them. And after lunch, just one last push until we hit Window Mountain Lake, and that's where I'll be setting up camp for the day. Bear scat. So we've made it to the Window Mountain Lake campground, total of 27 kilometers and 1,300 meters of elevation. I'll be posting the stats for each day in the video description, along with the start and end locations for the day. And if you're interested in following along on the journey, then you can go to the Great Divide Trail Association website, and they have a map that you can take a look at and see where all my campsite locations are and everything like that. And a couple fun facts for you. Over the course of the entire Great Divide Trail through hike, 1,100 kilometers, 37 days, I'm gonna be averaging about 30 kilometers a day, or 20 miles for you Americans, and 2,000 meters of elevation gain, or about 6,000 feet. Last week on section A, to put it into fitness tracker terms, I averaged about 40,000 steps a day and 370 floors of stair gain every single day. Yesterday, on my 0 day, when I was walking around with Steph, my watch notified me that I hit my floor goal for the day, and I looked at it and it was 10. So I've definitely been crushing that every single day, and will definitely continue to over the rest of the through hike. I'm just gonna get my tent set up and then hunker down probably, because I think it's only supposed to increase in intensity for the rain. So this is where I've set up my tent for the day. What I like about it is that there's overhanging branches that really protect my doorway, so I'll kind of stay dry coming in and out of the tent. Can get put on and take off my rain gear if I need to go out and make dinner, go to the bathroom, all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, just gonna hunker down. Tomorrow's supposed to be a much nicer day. The rest of the week is supposed to be beautiful, which is great because we're gonna get into some really beautiful part of the Rockies and get some really good views. But yeah, rain's gonna be part of the trip, and today's one of those days where we just gotta kind of buckle down and deal with the rain. I've gotten changed, so it's still raining pretty hard, and it's supposed to only get worse based on the forecast. But there's a lot of room in the Ultraflex, more room than I thought, and I've been able to get changed into nice, warm, dry clothes. I have a little bit of an awning here that I made with my second trekking pole, and then with the trees, I can get in and out of my tent really easily and stay nice and dry. I'm just gonna set up my sleep system, hunker down, and probably do a little bit of reading.